YouTubers and RV fans, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a tour of my 2023 Thor Scope 18M on a Ram ProMaster 1500 chassis. So as you can see here from the outside, it's pretty sleek. I got the door open here, but I want to show you what it looks like as we walk around it a little bit. Got a nice backup camera. Now, some of the functionality is over here on the driver's side. And I want to show you that we've got a solar connector here, cable, 30 amp, and then you have a housing for your gray water tubing, which I lost somewhere along when I picked up the RV and drove it home. We'll get into that. That's a whole other story. It has a Truma hot water heater and a Truma furnace, which is new to me, but we'll get into that a little bit later. And then down here, you've got your propane connection, and it's very convenient. You switch it on, and it provides propane to the coach. And then, of course, you have your propane fill here. The unit does come prepared with a Onan 2800i generator, which seems to power the RV pretty well. Over here you have your fresh water fill, and then over here you have your city water coming in from the hose. All right, up top you got a lot of real estate. It's kind of hard to see at this vantage point, but it's got a Mach Q 1300 BTU air conditioner. It's got a smart fan. It's got 195 watt solar power. It's also got a fan over the bathroom, and of course you have the awning. The cockpit for the RV is pretty standard. You've got these nice swivel seats that work out really well. You've got a stock Pioneer radio that also manages your backup camera, and it also does connect to CarPlay, which is actually pretty nice. Now the unit does come with these screens. This is a really nice benefit. I'm sure anybody who lives in a van can tell you that the screens are really nice. All right, so stepping into the van, you can see here that you've got a nice shot of the cockpit. Above it, you've got some storage here just above the seats. And then you've got a lot of storage up here, which is really very nice. Right now, what I've got in there is just all the different screens and coverings for the windows. You also have a nice feature light here in the front. Here you've got the smart fan. And as we come this way, you can see we have the controls for the Truma and also for the inverter. All right, this is the central hub of control for the RV. This is a BMP Pro. It's a tablet that hosts the application. And as you can see over here, you've got all the different menu items, and it provides you with what's supposed to be full control of the RV. I also have this app downloaded on my phone, so I can actually control everything remotely from the from my iPhone. If we take a look here, you've got your tanks, your lighting, your climate. Then you've got your tanks individually, your water pump option, your tank heaters, which is nice for your 4 seasons. You also have your awning control. This is really nice because you got your air conditioning control. And as you can see here from this, it looks like it's about 52 degrees outside, and that's true. It's pretty chilly this morning. Then all your lighting. So any lighting section I want to turn on or off, all I have to do is just click this and it'll shut them off, as you can see here, which is really nice. Or I can control the lighting from here depending on what zone of lighting I want. So if I just want the first zone of lighting, which is going to be the living room, as you can see here, it just lights right up. So that's pretty cool. Over here is your power center, which gives you the batteries and your fuel for your LP tank. In addition to that, it also gives you your generator start and stop, as well as an auto gen start. I have not yet set the auto gen up. And then down here you have control of your kitchen fan and of your bathroom fan. All right, here's the kitchen for the unit, and down here is the refrigerator. That's 12 volt, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. It's actually a very spacious refrigerator, which is good. As you can see, I have my thermostats in there, so the temperatures are all looking really good. There's the freezer, and that runs off the 12 volts, and it's got a lot of good space. Then you've got the Dometic range, which is a 2-burner propane range, which is very nice. Now I have a towel over this when I'm driving because this tends to clatter quite a bit. I'd light it, but I have the propane off. And then you have a sink. Up here you have storage. As you can see, I've got some miscellaneous stuff. I haven't fully moved in yet, but that's coming. And then you've got a microwave. The unit came with a very small Insignia TV, which is nice, but it's very conveniently connected to the antenna outside, and there's also AC plug here. And the unit also has quite a few USB chargers, which is actually very nice. Over here, you've got a nice set of drawers. As you can see, like I said, I've started moving in. I'm not quite there yet. But the drawers are really very convenient. Over here, you've got a power bank, which does run off the inverter. And this is the battery bank. This is actually the combination living room and bed. Now, it may look a little bit small, but actually underneath, the unit pulls out so that you can actually make this into almost a full-size bed. So that's very convenient. You can see I've got my sheets there from Walmart that I'll be putting on. It's also got a very nice table that swivels. Now this is going to be perfect. As you know, I'm a digital nomad, so this will work beautifully for my office. And all I have to do is just swivel this chair around, and there you go. I got a nice setup office. And surprisingly enough, this thing does not move when I'm driving, which is surprising, which is great. Again, you can see we've got a little storage area here. You've got a USB bank. You've got another inverter, 120 station or 110 or whatever they call it. You've got nice storage up here. Again, HDMI connector and another plug. And I think there's a total of 3 or 4 plugs that work off of the inverter. More storage. I've got my electric blanket in there. And then more storage up here. And these are actually the curtains that go on the front and the windows for stealth mode, but I haven't put those away yet. So that's coming. I just love this accent light here. Isn't that cool? All right, you've got windows that open. You got a nice, well, I don't have the screen out, but you got a screen that goes out with it, which is right here. I just got to pull that out. And these valances are stock, but they're kind of nasty. But I don't know. I might eventually pull those out. But overall, I think there's more than enough living space in here in terms of being able to travel and still do your work and kind of be comfortable, because it's all really about comfort, isn't it? Okay, the next part here is the storage on the side by the living room. Now I just set this up, and as I said, I'm just starting to move in now, but this is I think this is going to be my mock pantry. We'll see. Interestingly enough, I thought this would all fall out when I put it in there, but I took about 120-mile trip yesterday, and lots of turns and curves, and looks like everything seems fairly well stable in there, so that's a good thing. Then you got more drawer space here. So there's a lot of storage in this little unit, which is great. All right, here is the bathroom. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a vantage point from the inside. So over here, you've got the cassette toilet, and that's actually a very nice setup. This does turn and swivel, so, if you need certain types of comforts. Right here, you've got the bathroom sink. and then this comes out. And when you have this filled up, it actually drains here in the drain when you lift it up, which is actually very nice. So very convenient. You've got a very nice shower curtain here, which covers the back areas. I'll show you those in just a second. And here's the shower right here. And I'll probably change this out for an oxygenist because that's what I always do. And then you've got very nice full-size medicine cabinet here. All right, over here you've got a nice big storage closet. And this is actually really good for hanging clothes or whatever you might need. So I haven't quite figured out, how I'm going to arrange this, but I will have some hanging clothes in here, but I don't know, some other stuff too, for lack of other place to put it. And then again, you got two big drawers, which is actually very nice. And then over here, and as I said before, the shower curtain actually extends all the way around. So it covers all this area from getting wet. And then down here, you've got the back door that fully extends out and opens. And you also have a screen that goes on back here. So you can actually leave these doors open, which is really very nice. And let's see if I can get out here. I guess I can't. I'll have to go from the other side. But you can leave these doors open to facilitate some airflow within the unit. I guess I didn't realize that I had the doors locked. So we open these up. Let me show you what's back here in the garage area and the bathroom. So as you can see here, this is the back of the unit, which is really very nice, very spacious. You got a lot of real estate right here where you can put some different types of hooks and things that'll help for hanging stuff. Down here, you've got another plug. You've got a 12-volt cigarette lighter plug. You've got your water pump, your light, which actually functions for the light that I showed you over here. And then down here, you've got a small cubby space. Right now I've got the hose and the 30 amp plug in there. You also have a nice water hose in case you do want to do some outside showering. More space here for storage. Same thing over here. I mean, overall, this is actually a very spacious RV. That's one of the reasons that that I really liked it, is because there was enough room for you to move around, and it also provided you with some really good space. But you can get a good view here of how big the unit is from the back. You also have doors for the shower that you can close, so that gives you a little bit of privacy, which is nice. Let's see what else. Of course, back here you have the backup camera up there. The unit also comes with an awning, so let me show you how that operates. If I can figure out which one it is. There it is. The awning has a retract and extend feature. So let's go ahead and extend it. What's really nice about the awning is that it extends a good length from the RV, and it also has a motion sensor. So if it gets too windy, then it will go ahead and alarm and will then retract back into the holster. You can see here how it looks. Now the awning also does have some support arms that you can put down so it can be supported on the ground, which is actually very good. Now I've got the awning retracting back. One of the things I've learned from the forum groups that I'm on with the 18M is always check your awning to make sure that it's been fully engaged and locked when you pull it back in. You don't want the awning to be floating down the road when you're driving. So